What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 29 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode. And here we have DeAndre Swift. Hey, he's had a rough couple of weeks. Well, Swift is saying, hey, Coach Sirianni, guess what? Give me the rock this week. I will not disappoint you. Get DeAndre Swift 4+ touchdowns or 200 yards rushing and receiving. Oh boy. We had to do that against the New Orleans Saints. They are 3-11. So at least he picked a team that is not doing great to try and go off and have a historic game against. I mean, 200 yards for any player is a lot of yards. 200 yards receiving, 200 yards running. It's a lot. But Drake May, Jamal Williams are quarterback and running back right there. No Kamara, he might be injured. There's your fullback right there, 65 overall. Chris Olave. Michael Thomas is an 81. Oh boy. Jawan Jennings, Quez, A.T. Perry, and Jawan Johnson. Jawan Johnson's their starting tight end as well. All right. Jordan Morgan's left tackle. We have that guy as left guard. We have Eric McCoy as their center. Gabe Jackson's their right guard. Okay. And then Ryan Ramczyk is their right tackle right there. Left end is going to go to Carl Granderson. Isaiah Foskey is going to be their right end. Not impressed so far. Brian Breezy's DT1, followed by Kalen Saunders. We have Orgy right there, left outside linebacker. Demario Davis in the middle with Deloach. Pete Warner's on the right outside with Nefi Sewell. Okay. We have Marshawn Lattimore at the 91. We have Debo, Emmanuel Mosley, Alante Taylor, and Jarius Monroe. Tyrann Mathieu, more name than product right now. And Marcus Mayer at safeties. Cairo Santos and Rigoberto Sanchez are the special teams unit here. And yeah, Kamara right there, he's going to be out with a broken collarbone for the next 4 weeks, so we don't have to worry about him at all this week. Kind of helps that a lot right there, not having to deal with someone like Alvin Kamara. Somebody can catch, run the whole 9 yards. But for a team that's 3-11, they seem to have a top offense right here. They are the number 5 passing offense. I guess they just have like the world's worst defense. They have to have like the world's worst defense then. They do. They are bottom 30 on both. They are 30 and 31 on rushing and passing. Okay. I mean, hey, that's a flex. That's something right there, I guess. I don't know what that is or what you want to call that, but that is definitely that's something. It's a team. Those are players that field the field. It's something. I'm impressed actually how pitiful this team is. Quite pitiful, really. For any injuries right now, anyone's gonna be hurt. Fingers crossed, no injuries. We dealt with some injuries so far this season. We're down Lane Johnson. We lost Jalen Carter for a couple games. We're down Cam Jurgens for the rest of the season. Yeah, it's not a great season so far for when it comes to injuries. But hopefully we can just pull out here, just get the last couple of weeks out of the way, don't deal with any injuries, and just kind of, get in the playoffs, get fully healthy, and all that fun stuff. So we get through this practice week, though, just fine. Will Shipley right here, going to upgrade that elusive back, make him an 75 overall. I can read 75 overall scheme fit. There you go, Will. You like to see that out of the young
Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Chris Olave. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Saints and the Eagles coming up next.
Yards after the catch here for Chris Olave. So he's having himself a fairly well season. Probably a little better statistically.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game. End zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
and no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really, and since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set.
One of those episodes where what defensive scheme you throw out there. Doesn't matter.
Up the middle, it's Williams. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen. Back to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drop killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the
ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then
and in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now enough for first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
Sure, we have Devontae.
Throwing his Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
And the offense is dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nakobe Dean leading the surge there as he drops him for a
started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall.
And other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So
there on that one, not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
So
on 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to change, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find it. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
From big tight end, he can sure move.
And everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
To the running back. It just doesn't make any sense right there. Like, be mad at me if you want here. DeAndre Swift fans, Taylor Swift fans, just don't understand the lack in logic.
whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able.
It's caught inside the 25.
That he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Yeah, this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard run. It looks like we have a player who's shaken up.
And nap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Wow, that's a kick in the shorts right there. Not having Hassan the rest of the season.
If they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They dial up the corner blitzer. First and 10 at the 45. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for this. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is first catch so far. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, beast. Foot on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. Yards, 29 officially. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the check. They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite.
But this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up.
Normal as he worked straight across the field, he was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on.
37 seconds left, second and goal, hand off.
They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else into
this ball game. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back and...
Jalen Hurts 17 for 24 touchdowns on the day, not bad. DeAndre Swift had 113 yards rushing, no touchdowns. That's unfortunate. They should have had a touchdown. DeAndre Swift had 122 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. That's going to give them not only, it's going to give him half of the touchdown total, but he does clear that 200 milestone right there. So I think you have like 125, 122 range here, but he did fairly well. Eric Fisher lit up a sack right there. You hate to see that. Come on, Eric. You got to be better than that. A sack right there nonetheless. Let's take a look here. Who led the team in total tackles? It's between Nolan and Smith, followed by Reed Blankenship. All right, Nolan. I'd like to see that out of you, young fella. Big tackle for loss game by Jalen Carter. Same thing for sacks. 5 sacks and 4.5 tackles for loss. We had 2 sacks from Avante. Sack and a half from who is that? Josh Sweat. Byard had the interception on the day. 5 for 5 and extra points there from Jake Elliott. He's counting. He's absolutely automatic from the extra point line, except for that one we missed last episode. We don't talk about that. Covey did his thing. 247, 2 for 10 on the punt return. You don't really pay for punter, you can't pay for kick return at this point, if you really pay for them at all. But here we go. There we go. Look at that. DeAndre Swift had himself a very good game, and he realizes it. Swift's like, hey, man, I had a career game. I ran the ball on the ground, put it in the air, and guess what? He gets to roll with himself a superstar X Factor. So a very big accomplishment there for our running back right here. You love to see it. You love to see when stuff like that happens to a hometown player. Not really a local kid all the way. He didn't go to Villanova. He didn't go to Penn. No, he went to Georgia. But growing up in Philly, though, Kevin Byard, really looking forward to playing this team in the future. Now, Lane Johnson's going to be out 3 weeks right there. That's going to suck right there. It really is going to suck. But it's also going to suck, too, not having Hassan Reddick. He's going to be out for the next 4 weeks. Oh, boy. 4 weeks. That's going to take us into our next episode. The next episode is going to be episode 30. Let's take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh. But texting you too, though. Peace out. Rock on. Stay super classy. We'll catch you on the next episode here on our Championship channel. Stay tuned.